Welcome to A Wanderlust for Life. I'm Jessica and I've lived in Amsterdam since 2014. I am from the United States of America and we have made this wonderful city our home. If you want more Amsterdam videos, expat life videos, or travel around Europe videos, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss any of them. But for now, I've brought you to NDSM, a neighborhood here in Amsterdam Nord, which is where we live. And if you want to learn more about this specific part of the neighborhood, I have a full video on it. I'll link it in the description below so you can watch it after this one. But I thought I'd do this video on things that you have to do as an expat as soon as you move to Amsterdam or even the Netherlands, because I found that you don't always know, like after the immediate things, you know, get a job, a bank account, an apartment, what should you do next? Like what will help you integrate more into society, but also appreciate where you live more. So I've come up with these 5 things to do as soon as you move here. You ready? Okay, the first one's probably not gonna surprise you at all. It's get a freaking bike, seriously. I mean, you may or may not like cycling, but the truth is here in Amsterdam, it's the easiest way to get around. And once you buy it, then you really don't have any costs except for upkeep, which makes life a lot cheaper. But I mean, the public transportation is really nice here, but there's just nothing like cycling around, the wind in your hair, feeling free as a bird. I mean, I cycled here from our house. I've cycled to get anywhere, to the doctor's office, or restaurants, or anywhere. So I just highly encourage you to do that. And if you don't know how to ride a bike, if you can learn before you get here, that's easiest. But once you're here, there's plenty of people in like expat groups on Facebook who will help you learn. But ultimately, just hop on the bike, and as soon as you can get out on the cycle paths, do it. The infrastructure here is absolutely great. Before you move here, I highly encourage you to use any of the free apps available to you. Memrise, Duolingo being 2 of the most popular, but I've actually been using something called Drops, which has been really interesting. It's 5 minutes a day is what you get for free, but it's really nice because it's 5 minutes, you can do it anywhere, and it's really nice to just kind of keep it up. But once you're here, I really encourage you to take an Intro to Dutch course. Even though you don't have to know English when you live here, I do think that it's a best practice to do so that you can integrate a little bit better. But also, the Intro to Dutch courses are amazing. Like, they open up a whole new world for you. So go ahead and do that. Sign up for one. There's plenty. You just have to figure out the one that sounds right for your schedule, pretty much. And then get a museum card. So we have so many museums here in Amsterdam. It's 50 plus or 60 plus. There are so many museums, and a lot of them are on the museum card. But it's not actually just in the city. It's a card for museums in the whole of the Netherlands, at least the ones that are part of the program. But there are so many. Like if you look at the list, it's humongous. It's like the tiniest type on a full page of paper. It's massive. But that'll get you to kind of experience these things and experience why people come to visit the Netherlands, and specifically Amsterdam, early on, and then you can really appreciate what the city has to offer. Get an Ove chip card. So I've done videos on how to get from the airport to the center city, or how to use public transportation. I'll link all those down below for you. But when you move here, you will want to get a personalized Ove chip card. So that is the yellow card that has your name and your face on it. It's really easy to get. And basically you hook it up to your bank account, and then you don't have to top it up ever. And that's really, really nice. But the secondary reason you want to get this is because then you can sign up for subscriptions. And it will also let you rent bikes for super, super cheap at the train stations. They're called Ove Fiets. But the subscriptions are really, really handy. So we have the one, I think it's like €55 a year, and it allows us to get 40% off-peak travel. So that's during the day, during the week, and after peak hours, and then all weekend, which is amazing. So if you feel like traveling around the country at all, it's definitely worth it. And it just gives you that extra nudge for my next tip. Tip number 5 is get out of Amsterdam if this is where you're living. If you're living in The Hague or Rotterdam, get out of those cities. There's so much this country, and the cities are wonderful and so diverse, and I realize that Amsterdam is very different than Rotterdam, very different than The Hague and Maastricht and Leiden and Haarlem. But getting out further than that, getting into the countryside. Lech Holland is one of my favorite areas. We have the Beemster area in Lech Holland, and it's amazing and beautiful. And then you can use your Ove card, Ove chip card, to then rent the bike when you're there, and then cycle along the paths, the fields, through cities. I mean, it's so freeing to be able to have your Ove chip card and then explore the country, because you have the whole country at your fingertips, and there's so much to see. I have a whole playlist of places in the Netherlands that you should check out that are not in Amsterdam. So I will leave that in the description below so you can check that out. If you have any suggestions for people of where they should visit while they live here, or really anytime, leave them in the comments below. I know I have some Dutch friends here, so please go ahead and help everybody else discover places that you know and love, because maybe we just don't know about them, and that's just really sad. That's it for this video. If you want more expat tips, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will leave a playlist right next to my head so you can watch all the videos. And sorry for the noise, it's a very up and coming area with lots of construction. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!